It's Annie's first video, and it's on time. Can you believe it? Since the last time YouTube saw me, I've moved to the opposite side of the Atlantic Ocean. It is a lovely afternoon in London town. I am sitting in sunny Hyde Park. I sound a little bit like a news reporter, but that'll stop now. I could go through the whole process of explaining how I got here, how orientation went, how moving into my flat went, etc., etc., etc. That's all kind of tedious, and I've already blogged about it, so we'll just leave it at that. Instead, I'm going to tell you some facts about London. Some of them are general, some of them are personal, and some of them are just plain random. Traffic lights go from green to yellow to red, like they do in the States. But they also go from red to yellow to green, which I have learned is more than anything a signal to pedestrians to get out of the way. Pedestrians definitely do not have the right of way here, and if you are in the way, you will get run down. This one is both a fact and a favorite personal thing. Public transportation here isn't just a choice, it's a way of life. They make it so expensive to have a car in the city. Even if you can get over the ludicrous amount of traffic that comes with living in London, most people can't afford the extra taxes and fees. Taking the tube or the bus or buying a bike or just legging it like I do is so much more affordable and convenient. I have about a 20-minute commute from my flat to where I take classes, which does include a short tube ride. In a lot of restaurants, they will charge you more money to eat in the restaurant than if you take it to go. One of my favorite restaurants will charge you almost an extra £2 to eat in. I live in a predominantly Indian and Lebanese neighborhood, and at the subway like the US sandwich shop, they serve curry in addition to their normal menu. Oh, and you can smoke hookah at Pizza Hut. Similar to DC and New York, when you're heading into a tube station, people try to hand you free newspapers, which are actually kind of amazing. They report on everything from parrot attacks to serial killers and movie reviews. So for the rest of the project, in each video, I'm going to tell you a story or two from these newspapers. Let's find one now. The headline is, Film Star Parrot in Road Rage Cop Attack. So basically, the parrot from Pirates of the Caribbean, pictured here. When his owner was being arrested, the parrot attacked the cop, and there is a whole story about it. It made a front page in this newspaper. One of my other favorite stories was a short piece about a Bolivian religious fanatic who put lights on a can of juice, went on a plane, and claimed it was a bomb. Very obviously, he was arrested, but he didn't seem to feel very sorry about it. Let's talk about drinking right quick. In the US, it would seem pretty weird to be drinking a beer or two at noon, right? That's actually pretty normal over here. I'll be walking past a pub in the late morning, and there are more than likely a group of people sitting outside enjoying a pint and chatting with people. They're not drinking to get drunk, they're drinking for the social pleasure of it, which doesn't seem to be a very common practice in the US. Also, drinking tea. I know there's a bit of a stereotype about English people drinking tea, but it's not as prevalent as you would think. It's not as if the clock tolls 4 and someone comes out of nowhere and shoves a cup of tea into your hand. Despite that, I've been drinking my fair share. Now, as you may have noticed, I sound a little bit congested. I have gotten a little bit of a cold, nothing too serious, so don't cry for me. I don't have swine flu. Other than that, I am loving my time here. It's so much fun, and I hope school isn't being too rough on you already. If you want to know more specifics about what I'm doing here, you can read my blog. I'll link to it in the sidebar. But otherwise, we'd love to answer questions and comments in the comments section down there. DFTBA. Vicky, I hope you appreciate the fact that I sat in the middle of a public park with many people walking by to record this video for you. To Pirates of the Caribbean.